All right, the session is being recorded. Welcome, everyone. In this call, we are here with Gary, Natalia, Evans, and me. My name is Kevin, and we are going to talk about our our meetings and also proposals that we have on our new channel called WiseNxt Channel that we're currently using for project proposals and approvals as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, so let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
Okay, so there it is. Let's look at this sample proposal for website requirements. Yes. So this is a proposal to develop requirements for the the let me say what the developer will use to create the education website. And the process is such that students post here their proposals on the wiki page. But I was thinking probably maybe we can they can maybe copy the template, create a Word document, and upload on files to make it more easier to follow up rather than creating a wiki page. Since let's say if we have like 10 students creating wiki pages, it will be kind of chaotic. Let me know.
But it will be
Mhm.
chaotic. Whatever you will do, it will be chaotic. Whatever, if we have more than, let's say,
Mhm.
3 students,
Yeah.
it will be chaotic anyway.
What would you propose, or the team? Because
I
these are
don't know. I don't have any
just two
solution.
proposals, and they are kind of messy already. Anyway, that is something to think about.
Can you create kind of the flow like here? So
Hmm.
let's say I am creating a new page. So let's say what's next kitchen workflow,
Hmm.
and here can you like create a better. I created if I updated your page right now, your wiki page,
Hmm.
kind of the top, go to like index.
Ah, okay. Hmm.
Yes,
I see it.
you see kind of this WiseNxt Kitchen workflow.
Yeah.
And here, can you describe your vision how it should be?
Hmm.
I remember Firdaus said like she had some ideas how it should be. I didn't capture,
Hmm.
and it was not captured, at least
It's
like I don't see. But let's say, can you create a flow? Like what will be, how it will go?
hmm.
Students start where?
Yeah.
Then to go there.
Hmm.
Who will do what? because right now it's clean and clear to me,
Mm-hmm.
at least what what is kind of what your vision for this work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had started
So we need.
that flow on this wiki page called WiseNxt Project Management, and it outlines like the steps, like the proposal, the standard proposal template
Oh, okay. Sorry.
coming
So
to.
it is called like
Mm-hmm.
project management.
Yes, WiseNxt Project Management, the page that highlights how
Project
the steps.
management is a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little bit different. So let's say kind of this flow.
Mm-hmm.
You describe the project.
Yes, before.
Project is basically it is how you are going to create it, how
Correct.
to make it kind of real.
Mm-hmm.
So like whatever you wrote in project management,
Mm-hmm.
um, again, kind of we don't know. So this is their like as I understand,
Mm-hmm.
WiseNext project management is related to the management of a project to create WiseNext. It is not what you intend to do.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I
Like
think
here,
the
what you
two.
describe is more like a workflow.
Correct. Yeah, that's correct.
So like the project will be kind of how to create it, when it will be, key
Mm-hmm.
milestones, start date, end date. It is what you wrote.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
So let's see what you wrote here. So people will kind of create this proposal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Where do they kind of submit this proposal? On this kind of on this space?
Wiki. Yes.
It will be like a wiki
Wiki
page.
page. Correct. Initially on the wiki page, but I'm thinking of something different. So it's wiki page will be quite messy as we've just seen.
Unless someone will clean it up. Because
Mm-hmm.
again, let's say, for instance, we have, for instance, 5 students.
Mm-hmm.
5 students create 5 projects
Mm-hmm.
every week.
Mm-hmm.
So like in 1 month, it will be
20.
20 pages, right?
Yes. Yeah.
At the end of their third month, it will be 60 pages.
Yeah.
Who will kind of what like so you can again multiply. We have like 10 students, so
Mm-hmm.
it will be like hundreds of pages.
Yeah.
How they how you could how will you be able to manage those? Because some of the projects needs to be deleted. Some projects should go like kind of consideration, kind of go there.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe weekly, those that do not those that do not go through to consideration are deleted, such that we are just
Deleted or archives.
or maybe yeah,
Deleted or
archived is
archive.
better. Archived, archived sounds better.
Because maybe kind of it will be people will reuse them
Correct.
and they will see kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, let's follow your idea. They create this wiki page,
Mm-hmm.
pre-community board discussion process. Where this process will occur.
Yeah. So so the members of the board they review, and then the project initiator collects the person who created
I
the.
will say, I will tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you have this flow, like you described,
Mm-hmm.
that someone need to review and then someone needs to kind of to put a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
It's already kind of, as I see, it's more like a Kanban. It's more like focal
Mm-hmm.
boards or
Yeah. Yeah.
Odoo.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
In Odoo, by the way, Odoo can be like the best system for this. because
Mm-hmm.
they will submit their proposals.
Mm-hmm.
We will say we will call this job as a
Mm-hmm.
like open project,
Mm-hmm.
open open project,
Mm-hmm.
kind of open project developer, kind
Yeah.
of something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And people will apply kind of with kind of their ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Then somebody needs to review them
Yeah.
and put in the discussion.
Mm-hmm. I also like your
And
what
then
you have.
those who which we discussed,
Mhm.
they will be going kind of to somewhere.
Mm. Yeah, I like the idea of using Kanban so that maybe someone can see the process of the stage.
Because in this case you can assign, let's say
Yeah.
we'll have like someone who will have a right to submit the ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Then you need to have someone who will be responsible for moving this idea to kind of to the discussion,
Yeah.
and then someone who will be responsible for moving to the board.
Mm-hmm. I think the
So
admin
this will be kind of
is
more
probably,
like natural flow.
yeah, probably the admin of this space. And my idea is the person who will award the contract for organizing community board will have this as part of
Yeah,
their SOPs.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Because this person to bring to the community board,
Mm-hmm.
like someone should be responsible to make sure that the idea was checked
Yes,
and discussed before it came to the board.
correct. Yeah, so that's the flow and then the voting process and then the project is
It's
assigned.
a good. By the way, kind of you put it kind of in writing, which I like
Mm-hmm.
personally.
Mm-hmm.
It shows like you did, like it's a good job. At least like you created a draft, so you put like what we discussed. You put in kind of there.
Yeah.
But let's go. So let's say project assignment and tracking
Mm-hmm.
system for assigning approved projects.
Mm-hmm.
Skills matrix. I'm not sure about skills matrix. It can be, but I don't know how you will like.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if we pick like the skills required skills training,
Mm-hmm.
we got back to Odoo.
Yeah.
A project manager. I'm not sure they will manage on themselves, in my
Okay.
view.
Okay. And also, like you mentioned,
Kind
you.
of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that we will need like a project manager generally. Like we need like someone who will report their kind of the findings.
Mm-hmm.
We can call this person as a project manager,
Yes.
but in most cases,
Mm-hmm.
project management assumes,
Mm-hmm.
even like the name,
Mm-hmm.
project management assumes that everything is kind of is understood, everything is clear,
Mm-hmm.
and just like go like 1 2 3 4. Let's say like event can be like event management is a project management.
Mm-hmm.
But in our cases, for projects which with kind of with clear end,
Mm-hmm.
let's say to develop a website based on the requirements, it can be like a project management.
Okay.
To create requirement, to create the content, it's
Mm-hmm.
not a real like it's not always their management who create requirements. So this is like more open ended. People will say we request like 10 hours to discover the topic,
Yeah.
to see what on the market.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, the deliverable will be just like tentative. report.
Correct.
Let's say a report can be a deliverable,
Yeah.
or even like consider your work on this page as a project, because this is like a project itself.
Mm-hmm.
How you manage this project? You put like what we discussed. You put in writing, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
So you are describing. You don't know how long will it take. You just decided to make it. To make it. But again, good job. Good job on this. Let's say I will rename this page probably if I can. No, I cannot.
Mm-hmm. Should I rename it?
I don't have permission. So like you got my idea. So let's say
Yes.
when we have, so the idea is when we have a description, this like the flow, right?
Yeah.
What should be.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can create a page that we're developing this. So then will be like WiseNxt project.
Yeah.
So you combine kind of in this like WiseNxt project management, you
Mm-hmm.
combine two different things: a scope and the work. Like what needs to be done and the work itself, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Somehow. Yeah.
they are different. The description of the product is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Description of the project another
That's
thing.
another thing. Okay. So.
But at least like I like that you have kind of some step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Just like work on this like more.
Yeah. And also, okay. Yeah. So finally, we'll have a here. There's integration with focal board, like you just mentioned. Let's say if a project is approved uh, for a person to work on it, maybe it can be maybe moved to in progress. And also the good thing with the focal board is not the focal board. Yes, focal
I'm not sure about focal.
assign.
I'm not sure about focal boards
Mhm.
generally.
Yeah.
Um, like what I see that for payments we'll do use Odoo.
Hmm.
For if we use Odoo for like proposals,
Hmm.
so why wouldn't we use Odoo for project management? Odoo has the same Kanban,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
has similar Kanban.
Makes sense. Okay.
So in this case, we will keep everything in the same place,
Hmm.
and just like it will flow, and we don't need to jump
Yeah.
from one place to another place.
Hmm.
And CNM Social we can use for announcements,
Hmm.
like kind of. So kitchen is the kitchen. So like some work, some updates.
Hmm.
Let's say someone, the person who will kind of as a way to stay in touch with the teams
Hmm.
or like people.
Hmm.
Someone will say, guys, for this week meeting,
Hmm.
I kind of the cutoff date is or cutoff time is I don't know like 2 p.m.
Hmm.
Eastern African time.
Hmm.
Like make sure that you submit your proposals by that time if you want to be considered next week, right?
Yes.
For instance,
Correct. Yeah.
this kind of this type of the message will go to this WiseNxt Kitchen,
Hmm.
and the discussion itself. It's also interesting point. How do you see this discussion? Uh, because if you want to use wiki for the discussion, wiki is kind of for documents.
Hmm.
Um,
It's true.
kind of to overflow the stream. No, stream is like too much.
Hmm.
Cinem Cyber is not created for discussion. Kind of I don't see how really like discussion. So I like this, I don't like this.
Hmm.
I see more like we can use either like WordPress or maybe YouTube for now. Could be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But uh, like think about the platform because I don't see the answer on this question.
Okay. And then also, what we miss, what we are missing currently is also how to check like the deliverables. And as mentioned here in this template, we have this expected deliverables. So this can be used as the checklist once the project is complete. And also we'll have like a review process. And finally, we'll have also a process for closure of projects. How we will determine like this project is complete, what adjustments need to be made, and finally, the board can vote if the project is complete and due for payment.
I don't know. I look for your
Mhm.
proposals.
Okay, all right. I think that's the general idea of how like the projects can be run. There's still some work that needs to be done on this, and also like your updates. I'll ensure to incorporate them in this list as well.
Yeah, kind of like whatever you have, let's start using this. Like,
Hmm.
because as of now, as I see,
Yeah.
you develop the content for the websites,
Hmm.
Evans will create the websites.
Yeah.
Evans also wanted to work on podcast. I'm
Hmm.
not sure whether it's good time, not good time. Um, but I would say, as of now, I see a really good progress on websites, which I like
Hmm.
because the more websites we have,
Yeah.
the better we are.
Hmm.
So if you concentrate only on the websites
Hmm.
and use just like website projects to polish
This
this
project.
wise next like flow
Hmm.
workflow,
Hmm.
we will get we'll get the result.
Yeah.
We'll get what we are looking for.
Correct.
And the same, let's say, Evans will kind of will also propose. So let's say you will work on the content. So
Hmm.
your projects will be, let's say, education.com content. And his proposal, his project will be education.com launch or I don't know, like, yeah, project. Also, yeah, probably he will work. His work can be called like project
Hmm.
or development
Yeah.
or launch finalization. I don't know. I'm not sure about the right word,
Hmm.
but so we'll have like two types of projects. Like you will propose work on the content and information architecture, like
Yeah.
navigation, the menus,
Hmm.
and he will work on implementation.
Yes.
So yes, we already have kind of so we already have like three types of the projects. Like one, you work on this workflow,
Hmm.
which is by itself is a good work,
Yeah.
good work,
Hmm.
really good. Like on the website content and website implementation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
it looks like finally we are on the right track.
Yeah.
Evans, are you here? Are you with us?
I'm right here with you.
Like Kevin said, like he sent this podcast like sample to you.
Yeah, I did receive. Actually, I really liked what I heard, and actually, I didn't expect at first to be able to hear the product of what I can be able to achieve, and I think it also gave me like a different perspective because I was
Yeah,
discussing with Kevin, and yeah, especially when we are looking for content and when we're looking maybe for people whom will be able to talk about maybe some certain topics. So maybe the role, maybe AI can be able to take the role of generating the content. Then we can be able to come up with different ideas and different topics that we can be able to discuss here. Then the now later now the AI now takes charge of now generating the content. 'Cause, I think one of the challenges of basically podcast is actually getting the right people, or getting the right the right guys whom can be able to give you like the right content and actually the right information that you need, because it's actually very paramount, so that if you need this podcast to be able to be able to have a maybe to be able to have that impact, not only just have a massive following but also have an impact on the ground. I think it's very important
yeah.
to be able to have the right people here whom can be able to deliver the right content. So I really liked what the idea from you, and I think I'm into it. We can actually go that route. Yeah.
Yeah. Natalia probably, like if she's following us, doesn't understand what we're talking about. So I will explain. Or at least like for the record, Sergey showed me a program which is called Notebook LM, right, Kevin? What's the name?
I didn't
Yeah, probably
remember.
Notebook LM,
Mm-hmm.
which is yeah, which is developed by Google,
Mm-hmm.
and you submit any text there,
Mm-hmm.
and it creates kind of a podcast like snippet, kind of some minutes.
Oh,
So, um,
something
so
else.
this is what I sent to Kevin, and Kevin sent to Evans, and this is like really cool. And I must agree with Evans because for me it was like really cool in terms of like I get someone else's opinion like on what I'm developing in. So let's say I started to develop this address in English, but I couldn't check myself. I sent several times like to Kevin. Kevin never pointed me what needs to be improved.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided just like to switch to Russian to see how it will go in Russian. Right now I work on the Russian version.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so then they give kind of another perspective. So they took kind of the primary information, and you can check what did they what did they understand. So it is kind of really cool. I will probably send to Natalia this file too,
Yeah.
so she can kind of she can better understand what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm improving this like a Russian version, and I will resubmit again, and we can use it just like to put on the YouTube. So because it's kind of it's a good explanation, kind of another angle, right, on the same topics.
Yeah.
So it can kind of by itself can generate the lead to there.
Mm-hmm.
So we will need to put like some picture, maybe kind of, of course, to give a credit. So this podcast is created by this source,
Mm-hmm.
to give a credit to Google because it is kind of their piece, and we can use, of course, for the future podcasts, we can use the same tool to get ideas or to direct the topics. Yes, it's cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Yeah.
What else? Erastus reached out to me,
Mm-hmm.
and he said like, as far as I understand, he's interested in the program, I don't remember exactly what happened. He left last July, right? When I pushed all this like project management. Kevin, do you remember or no?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but he mostly wanted to work on this like technology. So
Hmm.
I plan to kind of to maybe re-engage with him.
Yeah.
But he writes like really good kind of good good messages.
Hmm. Okay.
Maybe to invite him to
Hmm.
participate in our community boards. He can be considered as a graduate.
Yeah. Yeah. I also reached out to Ferdos, and she's currently engaged in other projects, but next week she'll be able to join us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, or we're done?
Yeah, I think we are done unless maybe the team has something.
We
Okay.
have like with the meetings, with the you
Mhm.
said like community board
Oh
meetings.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There are like there are like two different, completely different topics or projects. One project is kind of their agenda, the content, and
Hmm.
another project is technology. Because I would probably envision it, and we tried several times,
Hmm.
maybe to be broadcasted on the YouTube.
Hmm.
So in this case, because we cannot invite, let's say right now, like five of us, it's good size. What it will be, let's say 50 people want to participate, right?
Yeah.
And we cannot do like polls, and we cannot do like, it will create kind of some challenges.
Hmm.
So like to move other people, it makes sense like to do a broadcast. And in this case, the problem was with recording will be solved because as soon as broadcast ends, it will be moved directly like on YouTube to like a video.
Hmm.
So then we don't need to this upload, download, kind of whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like broadcast maybe it's not like urgent thing, but since we will need it anyway at some point of time,
Hmm.
so why wouldn't we work on this for now?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea. And I shared with you
Anyway,
another the company that also offers this broadcast. It's called Goldcast.
mhm.
Yeah. So probably you can look into this as well.
I'm open.
Hmm.
Whatever will work, whatever brings us closer to like the launch,
Hmm.
let's work on it.
Okay.
Okay, just to add on what Kevin has suggested, I think I will also suggest there's another company called AfriPods. So if you Google AfriPods, yeah, it's an African company that promotes basically podcasts that are generated in Africa, but now I think they're also supporting also other podcasts also from other countries as well. Let me just write it on the chat.
AfriPods, I
So
see. AfriPods.Africa,
Africa,
right? This is their website.
yeah, yes, Africans, yeah. So last year around February, I we there was an event called Africa Media Festival, which I happened to attend in Nairobi, and the CEO for Afripods did come. Actually, she's from America, but she I think the company generally promotes mainly podcasts from Africa, and the platform is actually free. So if you can be
Mhm.
able to check it out, then yeah, we can also use it to be
Yeah,
able to
I
promote.
got on the front page. I see. Create your
Yeah,
podcast for free.
yeah, yeah,
Already have a podcast migrated here. Guardian,
yeah,
the World Service, BBC
yeah.
World Service, Forbes.
They've worked with the yes,
That's cool. That's good. So, especially for our, like, I want just like to get back to our stages, right? Right now, we are in alpha testing. It means that we want to create the process which our future students will use or may use, and we want to check this process with you, right? So this is our goal right now, and this is where we can spend budget. So let's say with if you want to work on the podcast, like my interest as of now, that it will be like a type of the a project which we can just like to use to check our workflow.
Mm-hmm.
Like uh, we are not ready to advertise it. As far as I understand, we are not. We if we start advertising right now, we may hurt ourselves. If we start advertise not not a good product, we can hurt ourselves. People will say, "Oh, I checked this like Senem Cyber. They don't know what they are doing."
Mm-hmm.
Like so, I am not ready right now to advertise. We are alpha testing. It's like within our team. So like we go to YouTube not to find people. We go to YouTube to create to test what we will use in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with advertising, so this if it's like for advertising, we are not ready yet. So after testing, we will do like beta testing. So we will start advertising, let's say, people to join us, to people like Erastus or Firdaus or Evans, and kind of and see what they can do. So this will be not like a launch, but it will be like some advertising will involve, and we can put like some funds going to this advertising to create the product for people outside. After beta testing, then we will do like a launch. So for the launch, it looks like to me it's a great product. I like it,
Yeah.
but I'm afraid that we will get too much too early. You know,
Correct.
that we will get too much when we will not be able to process it because it's better right now. I will give you example with this like wiki pages, right? It's better right now to test it with like a fewer participants because if we have 10 participants, we will get to the mass immediately. So again, I'm not like if we talk about this every parts for advertising, I will be reluctant at this stage. If we talk about using EfriPods as a platform for projects, yeah, why not? Did you get my idea, Evans?
yes, yes. Totally get the idea.
Yeah. Yes, when we got kind of to when we get to this like advertising to the world, we'll use every tool possible to reach out as many people as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But just
Correct.
like we are not there yet.
All right.
Anything else? Or we're done? Is there anything else, or are we done? Okay, good week. But
Yeah.
like we will talk to Kevin about the projects, right?
Correct.
Because you are not proposing to discuss now,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but you are working. I want to iterate. I would like to see one website every week.
Mm-hmm.
If you can create the speed with Evans,
Mm-hmm.
so you will supply Evans with the content, and he will kind of work on the. If we can make it possible,
Mm-hmm.
one website a week.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the project. We have like 40 websites. So this is the project for 3 months, right?
Yeah.
For 3 months, you are already you are already supplied with the work.
Yeah.
It will be cool. It will be cool
Okay.
Correct.
because I want to build up. Like if we see, Kevin, can I ask you to show this wiki page in community board space,
Mm-hmm.
which is called like WiseNxt Launch, I believe.
Community board space.
Community board space, yes.
Okay.
And in the wiki,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm iterating what we discussed like last, like WiseNxt Launch lists, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So if I see this already good enough,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm repeating what I said like last week,
Yeah.
you see the websites. It
Mm-hmm.
is kind of it's a good part.
Yeah.
So if we can just like
Have more.
work on them, work on them, work on them, work on them,
Mm-hmm.
build like generate samples, generate like videos,
Mm-hmm.
how to get started, how to get started with the website
Mm-hmm.
by itself. If we have like 40 websites here,
Mm-hmm.
by itself, it will
Mm-hmm.
be a great thing because it will generate explanation, how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Like Evans will record, oh, when I do the website, I do this, and that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the development by itself can generate some like samples, videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure that we have kind of this is the goal. Can we have this goal to have one website 1 week? Yes
Yeah.
or no?
Yes, we can.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it because we have like many websites, and the more we do, the
Mm-hmm.
better, the more process related video samples we will generate,
Yeah.
and
Correct.
gradually we will move them their development into this like new workflow which we are creating,
Mm-hmm.
and we will use these projects to polish the workflow.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, guys, anything else or we're done?
Mm-hmm. Okay, done.
We're done.
Yep.
Thank you so much. So Kevin, you will upload this video
Yes.
to